to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, ability, and talent. Today, we are here to talk about the English Premier League. Yes, the English Premier League is the best league in the world. The English Premier League is the most exciting league in the world. The English Premier League is the most physical league in the world. And whenever you want to watch a game of football or soccer, look no further than the English Premier League. All right, let's jump right into it. But before we do so, I'm asking you, please like, share, and subscribe to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability and talent. All right, whichever one you call it. All right, let's jump right into it and kick it off with this game that play Saturday. Liverpool played Chelsea. Liverpool played at Anfield and they host Chelsea. And Liverpool, they scored first by Gavin Birch, and then Chelsea equalized afterwards. Chelsea equalized afterwards, and this game drew 1-1. Yeah, this game drew 1-1. All right, let's jump right into the next game. The next game that we have is Bournemouth versus Fulham. And they are Bournemouth, they are the quiet storm. Though you don't hear nothing about them, they are doing it week in, week out. Yes, though they don't grab the headline, they are doing their thing. They are grinding out victory. They are the quiet storm of the season. A gritty 1-0 win over Fulham extended their unbeaten run to more than 8. Yes, they extended their unbeaten run to more than 8 games. So you can see this Bournemouth is climbing up the table real quick and real fast. Yes, real quick and real fast. So let's jump right into the next game. The next game we want to talk about is Sunderland versus Manchester United. And we're gonna quickly jump around this game. This game ended in a 0-0 draw. Yes, this game ended 0-0. Manchester United, they get their chances, but they squander it. And also, likewise, Sunderland. But much like these, fewer chances come by. If not, no chance, come by. So you have sometimes have to create your own chance. You have to create your own chance. So, Sunderland 0, Manchester United 0. All right, let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Brighton versus Wolves. Brighton, they are chasing Europe. They are, fighting to play in the Europa League or the Conference League. And Wolves, they are relegated. They're just playing for formality. Yes, so they're just only playing for playing sake, because I can't see how they're gonna turn their season around, because they have been relegated. And Brighton are moving up the table and trying to get into Europe to play. Either they play the Europa League or the Conference League. One of those two they are fighting for. So like I said, the English Premier League is the most tough league in the world to play in, because each aspect of the table, a team is fighting for something, whether it's the title, whether it's to play in Europe, or whether it's to stay away from relegation. Anyway, let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Manchester City versus Brentford. And Manchester City, whenever time they smell blood, yes, they just come and remind you who they are. Yes, Manchester City, they come and they remind you of how good they are, that they can win 10 games straight, 11 games straight, 12 games straight. No matter where you are, they can hunt you down. Yes, that's how Manchester City is. And right now, I heard that they smell blood and they're coming for Arsenal, but Arsenal already gone. Yes, so Manchester City 3 and Brentford 0. All right. We're gonna fast forward to today, Sunday, and talk about the game that played today. Crystal Palace and Everton played to a 2-2 draw. Everton, they took the lead twice, and Crystal Palace, as they came from behind to draw this game 2-2. Yeah, draw this game 2-2. Drew this game 2-2. Alright, let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Burnley versus Aston Villa. Burnley took the lead twice. Aston Villa equalized. Aston Villa found the all important goal to equalize by Ali Watkins. Yes, so Aston Villa 2 and Burnley 2. Let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle. Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle. And Newcastle, they took the lead via Harvey Barnes. But then, oh, then Nottingham Forest came fighting back to equalize this game 1-1 apiece. Yes, Nottingham Forest equalized this game 1-1 apiece. The next game that we have for you is Arsenal versus Arsenal versus West Ham. And Arsenal, they beat West Ham 1-0. And West Ham, they make it hard for Arsenal, make it difficult for Arsenal. Arsenal could not breach their defense until in the last part of the game before they could have breached their defense. And let me tell you, this game, Arsenal grind out a victory. Arsenal, they kept their nerves, grinding out a 1-0 victory over West Ham. Their 5th clean sheet. Yes, Arsenal this is the 5th clean sheet. So, this game right here, right now, Arsenal, they have one hand on the title and one hand looking elsewhere. While Manchester City, they have to win all 3 games and hope that Arsenal, something wrong with Arsenal. He is hoping. But in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we're gonna pray for Arsenal to win the title. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. So we have a lone game on Monday between relegating threatened teams like Tottenham Hotspur versus Leeds United. So these 2 teams, relegation threatened teams, they're not going to be relegated, but relegation threatened. Relegation threatened. So let me know what your thought is. Let me know your thought. Like, share, and subscribe to the Hot Leads Canvas channel. where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. Until next time, we are out.